Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be discussing a fragrance from the house of Paris Corner. Pandora Scents Paris Corner, whatever you call it. So the fragrance is Regal Reserve by Charuto Regal Reserve by Paris Corner. You probably know Charuto because of the tobacco vanille clone, and another one is Mysterious Tobacco. So mystery tobacco, or you can say red tobacco clone. So there are two other variants of Charuto fragrances. This is the third one. This is Regal Reserve, and this is known to be a clone of Amouage's Royal Tobacco. So I was super stoked when I tried Royal Tobacco from a colleague. I got a decant and I was actually blown away with the quality of Royal Tobacco. Man, the quality and the smell is exceptional of Amouage Royal Tobacco. Now, this is a clone. Is it a good clone? I'll be discussing in this video, and I will be discussing the smell of this fragrance. So this is the presentation: 100 ml juice eau de parfum concentration, simple packaging. Now there is no figure, you can see no portrait of that guy. So I like this packaging better. Now this is the bottle. Similar bottle shape, similar type of cap. Like I told you, no portrait, just Charuto, Regal Reserve written here, Pandora Scents. Simple bottle, grey color, yes, grayish bottle, golden color atomizer, transparent cap, you can see Charuto, the logo here. Simple, very simple bottle, nice one. I like this bottle design more than the Charuto Tobacco Vanille and the Mysterious Tobacco one. The brown and red bottle, I like this bottle better. This is the cap, a snug fit cap, yep, a snug fit cap. And this is the atomizer, and this is how it works. Choose decent amount of juice. Let me spray this here. I have the dry down here. Now the smell of this fragrance. Like I told you, this is a clone of Royal Tobacco by Amouage. You can see the fragrance in the screen. Now is it a good clone? But let me first tell you the smell of this one. Is it a good smelling fragrance on its own? So let me discuss the notes with you first. The notes of this fragrance, I have written down the notes from Google, and this one contains olibanum, anise, elemi resin, cardamom, basil, and bergamot right at the top. And the mid contains licorice, tobacco, fenugreek, prunol, lavender, osmanthus, orange blossom, and rose. And the base contains bourbon vanilla, olibanum, myrrh, birch tar, benzoin, agarwood, oud, labdanum, guaiac peru balsam, tonka bean, musk, and vetiver. So many notes. Now, the smell. Let me tell you, when I tried Royal Tobacco, like I told you, I was super stoked and I was actually fascinated with the smell. The smell was too good. Is it a good clone? Let me start by saying right from the get-go, this is not a one-to-one clone, at least according to my nose. Royal Tobacco by Amouage is very nice, very dense, very strong, and has layers. There are many layers to Royal Tobacco, but this one on my skin, I can detect just two major changes. Otherwise, this one is very linear on my skin and clothing. So Royal Tobacco, like I told you, is very dense, a layered fragrance. You'll get different type of transitions. This one is pretty linear on my skin. So not a one-to-one clone, but in the same ballpark, the DNA wise, yes, but not a straight up clone. If I have to give you a number wise, I don't want to give this one a number. This one is a good fragrance on its own, let me tell you. So not a one-to-one clone, but okay, let me give you a number. So 40 to 50% similar. Not a straight up clone like I told you. 40% similar to Royal Tobacco. Just the DNA is there. The licorice vibe is there. That's it. Otherwise, Royal Tobacco is more floral, more tobacco, more licorice, very dense. This one is not that dense. Let me tell you the smell of this one. When I spray this, the first thing that I get is licorice. Yes, this is a licorice forward fragrance. If you like licorice, you're going to enjoy this one. Licorice forward, what I'm getting is heavy dose of licorice and incensey vibe. There is slight hint of biscuit-like chocolatey smell, but that one goes away instantly after some time. But like I told you, this one is very resinous, licorice vibe. There is star anise, there is licorice. I'm getting the licorice, the anise. I'm also detecting cardamom in the opening. No freshness. I'm not getting the bergamot. I'm just getting cardamom, licorice, star anise, mar. There is balsamic tone. There's Peru balsam in this fragrance. So slowly the balsamic tone comes up, and all I'm detecting is this licorice type of smell with added vanilla. In the dry down, the vanilla like smell comes up from the benzoin. The vanilla smell comes up. There is tonka bean that is giving this fragrance the more vanilla dominant flavor. Like I told you, all I'm detecting is licorice, licorice, licorice. This is a very licorice dominant, star anise dominant fragrance. There is Peru balsam, there is mar, there is frankincense, there is also resinous vibe in this fragrance. There is tobacco listed. Now let me tell you that I'm not detecting much tobacco compared to Royal Tobacco, Amouage. Amouage is very dominant in terms of the tobacco. This one I'm not getting much tobacco, but the tobacco is there in the background, very lightly done tobacco. Yes, with the licorice flavor, I'm getting this slight hint of tobacco, wet type of tobacco. There is balsamic tone, there is vanilla. I can detect the vanilla, especially in the dry down. This one is tonka heavy. The licorice vibe is still there. The Peru balsam, the olibanum, there is resinous vibe, there is woody vibe. Agarwood, I'm not detecting much agarwood like smell, but there is woodiness. Slight hint of musk, but there is woodiness. Like I told you, pretty linear. Licorice, licorice, licorice. This is the smell. Royal Tobacco. Slight change that I told you, just two type of change. This one is very licorice forward and vanilla. So these are the two changes. You'll get licorice vibe, then you'll get this beautiful creamy type of tobacco. So sorry, creamy type of tonka vanilla flavor. So if you are a fan of vanilla, if you are a fan of licorice dominant fragrances, then you're gonna enjoy this one. On its own, this is a very good fragrance. Let me tell you, I'm liking it. When I tried this one, when I tested this one, I actually liked it. In terms of the smell on its own, this is a nice fragrance. As a clone, don't expect this to be a one-on-one clone. Amouage Royal Tobacco is $300 plus, and this one is well within $15, 1700 taka or so. So well within $15. Just think about the price. This is a decent fragrance on its own, not a one-to-one clone. Like I told you, I gave this one a number of 40% similarity. So not similar, but the DNA is there. The licorice vibe, the balsamic vibe is there. But Royal Tobacco is more, I get more floral notes in Royal Tobacco, which is missing in this one. I get heavy dose of tobacco in Royal Tobacco, which is missing in this one. But there is very light tobacco in this one. So anyways, like I described the smell to you, this is a decent fragrance on its own. I don't mind keeping it. So overall, this is a nice fragrance. Now, I talked about the pricing as well. So in Bangladesh, you're gonna get this fragrance for 1700 taka or so, within $15. Very cheap, affordable. So if you want something that has the DNA of Royal Tobacco, but you can't afford Royal Tobacco, you can try this. Nice fragrance, licorice heavy fragrance. Mind you, this is a licorice heavy fragrance. So performance wise, what I got is 4 to 5 hours on my skin and clothes combined, not the longevity. And the projection of this one was 1 hour to 1.5 hours, but 1 hour on the safe side of decent projection creates a nice scent trail, a nice scent bubble. So there you go, the performance. Now season wise, this is a sweet spicy, licorice heavy, woody fragrance. So season wise, this is a winter fragrance. In cooler weather, this one is going to shine really well. But me, I like dense dark fragrances. This is a dense type of fragrance, not like Amouage Royal Tobacco, but on its own, this is a good fragrance. So I don't mind using this all year round. But to be strict, this is a winter fragrance, a cool weather fragrance. In controlled environment, this is going to shine. In cooler temperature, this is going to shine. So overall, a cool weather fragrance that you can use when you walk with your friends casually, formally, no problem. Occasion wise, casually, formally, date nights, date times. You can use this whenever you want. Very attractive fragrance. If you like licorice, if you like vanilla, you're going to enjoy this fragrance. If you like slight hint of incensey vibe, slight hint of chocolatey vibe, you're going to enjoy this fragrance. So let me tell you one interesting thing about this fragrance. When I got this one and when I tried this one for the first time, when I went out, instantly my father called me and he told me that I smell like this biscuit factory. My father used to have a biscuit factory and he gave me this compliment that I smell like a biscuit factory in a good way. So he got this gourmandish feel, the biscuit-like feel. Like I told you, the smell, I also get this biscuity, chocolate-like smell in this fragrance, but that goes away. But the licorice vibe carries on. So I got a good compliment from him, and I can see why. I can relate to that, the biscuit-like smell. So, anyways, I talked about the smell, the performance, the pricing, the comparison with Royal Tobacco. Now, what is left? I think nothing. I've covered everything. So, if you like my work, do subscribe to my channel. If you can follow me, you can comment in my comment section. We can talk about fragrances. So, I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Peace.